Hello, once again, and welcome to Third Eye Africa TV. The program is Democracy in Action. We'll not be tired of talking democracy because a stable Nigeria means there will be insecurity, there will be food security. Education will be okay, health will be there because politically we are getting right. And when we say we mean all Nigerians, whether journalists, the security, the politician, everybody, banking sector, and as Nigeria marches towards 2027 for another round of seasonal elections for 4 years. Of course, we shall be discussing quite a lot, but the kickoff has to do with the African Democratic Congress again. We are seeing that many of their leaders, very strong members, had a point where I say, did they picket the National Assembly? They protested, went to the gate, and of course they met a very huge Chinese wall. Let me put it there. The security men were already there. Security to protect democracy. Democrats are protesting. They are being shortchanged. At the point, they are even calling for the resignation of the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, talking of Professor Joash Amopitam. Is it right? Or some people will say, look, it's an attempt to truncate democracy. Some will say, no, it's a democratic right that there has to be protests. But is it a protest taken too far? Bearing in mind that before this time, next year, elections must have been, won and lost. We'll discuss all of this with our usual friend, a usual guest who is always here to give us more light, more insight into what is happening within the political arena. Once again, my name is Ben Adam Shaman, host of this program, and I have Mr. Adikwu Abu Elias. He's the chairman of the African Democratic Congress in Benue State. He's always coming here, and once again, I say, welcome, sir.
Welcome. God bless Nigeria.
Amen. Now, you heard from my own introduction. You could see the array of people who have gone to protest at the gate of the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Adikwu Abubakar was there, Rotimi Amechi there, talking of former governor of Sokoto State, now a Senator Tambuwal, Aminu Tambuwal, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, and a whole lot of others like that. Does it augur well for democracy now that they're saying the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission should just simply resign?
Thank you very much. And I'm grateful once again to be here this afternoon, at least to talk about democracy in action, and particularly the ADC as a political party, which I'm one of the stakeholders, as the chairman of ADC Benue State chapter. That's why I'm here, and to talk objectively on issues that will come before me. I won't be wayward about issues. Very straight. I've seen that what happened and what has been happening politically and of yesterday and the day before yesterday is a healthy development, because that is where people say their feelings about what is happening politically, that they are not interested. I won't say that it's a right of a political party or group of persons to say no to what is going on. But it is also not good to go too far on an issue that concerns the court, a court verdict that says this is what should happen. And the interpretation was given by Chairman INEC, was handed over to the ADC, not a particular group of persons. It's to the whole ADC member and Nigeria in general. I want to say here categorically that the essence we have gone. Everything has its rules. Every game has its rules. And the rules, you said they should ask the chairman, national INEC chairman to resign his position. It is beyond them. It is beyond the group to say it. But they can say it. But the process that he was got into that position through the appointment through Mr. President and to the National Assembly for ratifications and so on and so forth. And so no individuals can move him from the position he is. But he, as a chairman, he wants to show Nigerians that he is a son, and that position that is given to him, he will handle it well. And I'm sure that he will handle the election very well. Thank you.
Now, when we're talking about court cases, for example, how do you situate the case of Nafi Gombe, who is insisting he is national chairman, or he ought to be, and therefore he is in court? And INEC therefore is saying it appears the party is in factions. Go first and resolve this matter so that we can now be talking. Outside that, which faction should INEC be dealing with?
I think INEC or the court has said it all. And it's one thing to say is wish. Wish is different from every other thing that you think about yourself. Yeah, I wish to be the president of this country. Does not mean that I'm the president of this country. That is a wish. His wish to become an acting chairman of the party for reasons he gave the court, because he went to court to address the issue, and the court yes said okay. From today, both the two factions, you are not to exhibit any existence until the decision of the court. And that one we agreed, and it was a better thing court has done, because if they leave one side to operate in the absence of another without the decision of the court, then we'll be saying that they are siding one section of the group. But now they said everybody should wait until the decision of the court. But what we, the chairman, sees, that is the system is trying to truncate, the existence of ADC in this election, in 2027 election, because vacuum is not allowed in the whole entirety. And so when the court pronounced that the two factions of the ADC should wait until the decision of the court, I think it's oversight also. The court should have gone further to say this group or this group who are the legitimate members of the NEC should also take over until the final decision of the court. But that one was overlooked, and that is, we are looking at it as if the INEC, the system is trying to see that ADC do not partake in the 2027 election. And so we now came up, the state chairman of the party, we came up with our strong argument that is not correct. There is no vacuum. There shouldn't be vacuum. The state chairman are the NEC members of this party. And apart from NWC, the NEC chairmen are the owners of the party, because they are from the grassroots. And all elections are local. And so we came, the day first day, we came and had a NEC meeting. And we said we will make an appeal to the INEC and to see our views, that the room must be open for people to enter, for the members of Nigerian electorate and the ADC to participate in this election. And so we came out to make an appeal and say we will form a committee who will run the affairs of the affairs of this party till the decision of the court. And we went further to request if we will be allowed to be supervised. We have said the INEC is to supervise of anything the party says, because party internal affairs is under the party, but the supervision is the INEC. So we have come to say that they must allow us do a convention to be able to do congresses and primaries for the 2027 election. Until otherwise happen, I don't see the hands of government anything trying to truncate or, try to victimize any session of any political party, especially the ADC, until what we have sent before INEC, if it is rejected, then we now see the hands of government in it.
So when you say we have, I know I'm not included.
You can't be included because you are not an elected member of ADC.
Good.
I'm telling you
who
that
are these we?
We are the state chairman of ADC nationwide.
So now, does that include the national body also headed by David Mark?
No, the national body has been suspended. They have been put out of place. And so there is a vacuum already. So it cannot be said that any of this group, again, it is only elected members, elected chairman, state chairman of the party that met, and they have the right to say, no, INEC, what you are doing is not correct. You must do this, you must do that. And that paper has been put before them.
So all is not well, it appears, with APC. What? ADC.
All is well. Everything is politics. We are doing politics. And so in politicking, there is no permanent friend, there is no permanent enemy, but there is permanent interest.
Even and if so it implies cutting your nose to spite your face?
It's part of the game. It's part of the game. You must struggle to win what you want. You want to become a national chairman, you must work for it and show the citizens that you want to lead them. And so fighting is part of it. In the National Assembly, you see them fighting. When there is too much argument, you see them throwing seats against them. It's part of it. That is the fun of the game. Me, I'm very interested in what is happening.
Good. So this we that you are talking of, now they are the chairman of the party across the states and FCT. Fine. So at the national level, so who is piloting the affairs? Will you just say just chairman? Among the chairmen,
that is why you have refused to hear me well. I have told you before when we started this discussion. I say a vacuum has been created, and we want that vacuum to be filled because it's not allowed.
Yes, I heard you right, but what I'm saying, this vacuum is created. Who is now piloting to ensure that the vacuum? Are you saying David Mark and Co? All of them now, they are gone. So if they are gone, who is piloting?
The legitimate body who is left from NEC now are the state chairman of ADC. That is the only body.
Arrowhead. We can't have just a group of chairmen.
Yeah, we met, as I told you, we met the day first day, and we agreed to form an interim head. And our interim chairman, national chairman, is Kingsley Oga, a chairman from Kogi, and we have Odion from Edo as the secretary, and we have Norman as the publicity secretary. We have Kala from Medogri as the deputy chairman, and so on and so forth.
So do you think all is well with the ADC, with all of this? I'm repeating the same question.
I know you repeat, and I'll continue to tell you. In politics, all is well. I saw in the national dailies yesterday, and they say that APC has problem, that there is problem in the ADC. I say that is part of politics. But their ADC now, who is sponsoring it? When time was, they said ADC is the one sponsoring me. Now that ADC is in trouble now, who is sponsoring them?
I also saw that somebody sprang up from the southeastern part and said he was also heading a portion of the ADC. That message I also sent to you, I shared with you.
Well, just go for that, open it. Somebody, who is somebody? If you say somebody, it's a different thing. If he's a member of the party, he has name. So who is the somebody you are talking about?
Okay, so I mean, it looks like there are still new factions coming up. I can see Dumbili Kachuku from Eastern part saying that he's now also heading a faction in ADC.
I just want to correct you again. It's not Dumbili, it's Dumebi Kachuku.
Oh, Dumebi Kachuku.
Dumebi Kachuku is a member of ADC. Dumebi Kachuku in 2023, he was our presidential candidate that was unanimously elected during the convention 2023 election. So he was a candidate for the election. So he's not somebody. He's a member, and till today he's the bona fide member of the ADC and stakeholder of the ADC in this country. And let me say further to say that I want to correct you. That faction you are talking is not the correct word.
So what is the correct word?
We are not faction.
Okay, is he the one now leading this group?
He's not the one leading. I have told you who is leading. Who is leading is Kingsley Noga. He's a leader. You asked me many times to know who is leading.
Now we have Kachuku again.
Kachuku is not the one. He's not leading. I have told you. Kingsley Noga is the leader of that group for now.
So you don't recognize Kachuku?
Don't say I don't recognize him. I say he's a powerful leader. One of the powerful leaders of this party in this country. A man who has led this party to come to number 5 in the general election. So he's not a man that you can say he's just an ordinary person and that is not recognized as somebody. He's not somebody. He's a recognized person, a recognized elder and stakeholder of the party.
Does he reckon with David Mark group?
No, he cannot. He didn't reckon. He's not. He said he challenged. We went to court. He went to court also, challenging the emergency of the David Mark group. That they must come through the door, not through the window. They came through the window, and he's one of those who challenged it.
Now, you can see the confusion in which we are also in this studio, and that is why also INEC is saying, look, ADC, go back home, set your house in order. In other words, anybody who writes me again from any of these factions, I will not entertain correspondences from you. Is INEC right in this matter?
INEC cannot be right when they said ADC as a body. If they say they don't take a correspondent after they have closed the door against ADC, that none of the group should be functioning. And we are saying that it must function because life continues.
But there's also the window.
We need to partake in the election. And so this group that has come are the legitimate group of the party, recognized ESCO of the ADC from various states. Like I told you, all politics are local.
Will you say they emerge via a convention?
We are planning for convention.
So how did this group emerge? You just said local government, the chairman states met.
Yeah, the meeting was called by us. We said, these things, we shouldn't look at it. We are the stakeholders of this party. We cannot abandon our party and die like that. A party that came fifth in the general election with every other thing. And here, we are trying to lead the government of this country. So is it that is a plan, is a ploy to see that ADC is chased out of this race? And we came out and had a meeting and said, no, we will not agree, we will not take it kindly. By constitution, we have the right to meet in the absence of other people, the NWC. We are also part of, and we are part of NEC. We are the NEC of this party.
Now, does it worry you? I have seen that David Mark, Adikwu, Abubakar, Rotimi Amechi, and a host of others, they also had to meet with a faction of PDP without that of Wike. I mean, your party members also meeting with PDP. Are we still in confusion, or are we not in confusion?
We are not in confusion. As far as I'm concerned, we're not in confusion. It's democracy. And I don't know whether it has not been officially known to me that they visited Party A, Party B, or Party C. And they have the right of doing it anyway. You see, everybody has the right of changing from one party to another. And so, but you cannot be at two parties at the same time because the electoral law is against it. Yeah. So if they want to leave, anybody wants to leave Party A, it's allowed. He will write and leave it quietly. So I don't want to take it, and I don't want to make comment on that issue that people move from this to see wicked. Everybody has that right.
But what does it say, or what do you think when INEC says, or the law is there that INEC must observe every convention? Therefore, if INEC does not observe, does it make it a nullity?
It makes it a nullity because it is in the electoral law. It's very clear. It's in the electoral law that they are the umpire. And when an umpire is just like a referee, if two teams are in the field to play ball and there is no referee, then that ball cannot continue. The ball must stop. And so anywhere there is gathering of political parties and INEC, and as important as conventions, congresses, INEC must be there. If it is not there, it's not valid.
So why is your party crucifying INEC?
Not my party.
Okay,
not
ADC.
My party. Yeah, not all ADC. You have just asked me now, and you have told me that we have 3 or so groups.
I've told you, they exist.
So say part of my party, some group of my party are saying this. It's not all of us who are saying the same thing.
So now it's a position of law now that if you do your convention and you don't see INEC, that was why the chairman himself came to say, look, if you don't see us or if you organize that, you will not be, INEC will not be there. But he's being crucified over issues of law.
They will say that Nigeria, you know these things very well. Nobody, even that small needle, if anybody pinch it on me now, I'll feel it. If I'm the one doing it myself, I won't feel it. As somebody who is just putting it on my button.
That is making it like a proverb.
Yes.
Now come on top of the table. Let's get it.
So what I'm saying that it is not the first time. People had dear INEC in Zamfara. And the election was no, they have they were not in ballot. It has happened in Rivers, it has happened in Jos, Plateau, and so many others. So if you dare INEC, your name will not be on the ballot.
INEC even came out giving out these examples. And they say, oh, INEC is now part of government.
I tell you, don't need to say further because any dog that is missing his owner in the hunting ground avenue, even if you are blowing trumpet, that dog will not hear you. So they are there. Something is chasing those people who are saying that INEC has it doesn't matter whether INEC attend this in that in law, it doesn't matter. I feel that it is something that is chasing them. But we believe that INEC is the umpire.
Do you pity INEC?
I don't pity INEC for anything because from the word, INEC fumbled. When this thing started immediately when David Mark and his NWC, when they were appointed, we went to court immediately to tell and wrote to INEC through our lawyers to tell them that there can't be the NWC without an election. They overlook it and agreed. And INEC is the one knows that they can't be NWC without an election. When did we sit to do a convention? After we had a convention from Abeokuta, we never had any convention again. Most who try to nurture a convention in Zaria, it was also not accepted by INEC. So I don't know. And when it was not accepted by INEC, anything from there was also idolatry.
Do you have fears for 2027 when it comes to the different elections we have ahead of us?
I don't have any fear at all. I'm very convinced that everything will be well. in all elections that I have ever witnessed, there is none that there haven't been trouble here and there, boasting that there will be no election, there will be no this one will die, this one not nothing will work. But after election, you see us mixing together and drinking together. After election, you go to court if you have any objections about it. The next segment of it is to go to the law court. And when that one is decided, then you now wait for the next 4 years to make for you to make another noise again.
Now, this reminds me, Voice of Nigeria just had what they call 2026 forum, and an ambassador from Gambia said Nigeria is fortunate. Elections will come, you believe the place is hot, and suddenly some people say go to court, and you go to court, oh, because B has won or A will maintain its position, and everybody goes back to life. But in some other countries, the killing will then start, post-election violence or announcements of this. Everyone must always claim to be the winner. Why are you politicians not agreeing to defeat?
We cannot agree now. Politicians cannot agree. Everybody that is looking for one position or the other wants to be there. By all means, by free election or by crook, he wants to be there. But there is umpire of this game. They will checkmate you to tell you that the right thing must be done. And so when there is time for politicking, that is the time you will hear a lot of things from people's mouth. Complaining the government is doing, the individuals is this, somebody has taken money from this and that and that. It will continue. But just like what you have mentioned, Nigeria should thank God that God Almighty is with us. Because we've been doing election and it have been free 4 years. Some persons go to Uganda, I will go to Cameroon, go to other places. You see, one man will stay for 40 years, 20 years. But Nigeria, everybody who tried to exit the second tenure has never gotten his way. Because we said 8 years, you are allowed to contest another election after the first tenure. You are allowed, but after that one, you are not allowed. Nigeria will never allow that because we are democratically fully prepared and mandated. So Nigeria is a good country. And I'm very sure, and I'm telling you, you will see that time I will come back here to say, because you will ask me to see how did the election go. And I'll tell you the correct version of it. I am not partial. I will never be partial in politics. I'm a sincere person, as far as I'm concerned. Anything, whether it's my party that goes wrong, I will tell them that we have gone wrong in this aspect. That is the kind of person I am. And so I'm not accepted by people. People don't like me. If you don't tell lies, if you don't blackmail, if you are sincere, they don't like you. But I will never, it's a game that I will play my own, I will play it to the best of my own knowledge.
So this topsy-turvy, we don't understand. I don't want to call it snake movement within APC. Do you fear that the ballot paper, you could be absent because of court cases?
We will not be absent. Even if it is remaining 2 days, we will make it. I'm very sure. I'm very sure you'll be surprised that all these court cases and all these things that you are doing, we will come back together. That is politicians for you. We will come back and sit down at the same table and eat together.
And begin to cross over.
And begin to cross over. So politicians is the game I want. Because you see, as if the world will end today, but the next minute, there is settlement. And you move ahead. So I am very sure we are going to be in the ballot. And anybody who dares stop us from being in the ballot, that is where the trouble will come. Because we met the requirement of being registered as a political party. And so we have the right, as other political parties have. And we have an elected member in the National Assembly. See, so we have the qualification to contest to be in the ballot in this election. And I assure you, but in all the seats, in all the positions, we are going to field candidates, and we are going to win in all by His grace. We'll move the president back to Lagos very soon. in this election.
Well, we'll be waiting to see and we'll be waiting to discuss all of this.
Yes.
Now, one other issue has to do with what they call the structures on ground. Some will say, oh, the structures are the human beings. Some will say, yes, outside the human beings, physically, there has to be some things on ground to aid either the office, aid administration, mobility, and all that stuff. We'll come to all of that as we'll just go on a very short break and come to take that. Our guest is Adikwu Abu Elias, Chairman, ADC, Benue State, Central Nigeria. My name is Ben Adam Shema, your host.
Crime is changing, so is the next generation changing. The next generation brings you real voices and real action and real stories. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay empowered with the next generation. Across our streets, in communities, young Nigerians are taking a stand, using innovation, awareness, and unity to build a safer tomorrow. Witness young leaders, innovators, and change makers as they step into the spotlights. From community projects to breakthrough ideas, see the passion, the struggle, and the success. From neighborhood patrol to digital safety, we spotlight the youth shaping a more secured nation. Coming to you soon on Third Eye TV.
Welcome back. Now, you said ADC will be in the ballot paper.
Very sure.
Good.
By His grace.
Let's start first. Who are your aspirants?
My aspirants, there are a lot of aspirants coming out. On which position are you talking about?
Aspirants for president.
We have many aspirants.
Like?
We have our former president, vice president of this country,
Adikwu
Abubakar. We have Obedient. We have Amechi. We have and so on and so forth. There are many, and some are yet to come. So we have many aspirants, and there won't be problem.
But don't you think the delay in conducting convention, having a convention, convene it and do whatever is supposed to be done according to law, don't you think time is running against you? And of course, even when there is the hope that the case in court should get some speedy listening to, adjudication, but it looks like there's still this uncertainty.
I want to tell you that ADC will be on ballot 2027. I have said it often and then. It will be. Anybody who dare do otherwise will resist that person or that body. Because I don't think when the High Court judgment ruling says they should give a special attention to the hearing of that case. And they are doing this on that. You remember, Adikwu was said not to partake in the last election, in the other election. 72 hours. He came on ballot because the order was from the Supreme Court. So that thing can happen anytime. So I'm sure of what I'm saying. If God gives order, there is nobody that can counter it.
Okay. Now let us be sure you also have the structure on ground. So what structure do you really have to ensure that you said you want to send Tinubu back to Lagos? And so what structures do you have compared with that of Tinubu?
We have structures in all the polling units, all the wards, all the local governments, all the zones, and at the national headquarters. Our structures are on ground. And I tell you that Look, I mean, elections are local. All elections are local. We have people on ground. And ADC, presently in this country, what they are waiting, all these chains of dribbling that they are doing, they are doing, individuals or group are doing, at the end of the day, we know we have the grassroots. When it is even 1 hour to the election, the Nigerian people will turn out in mass to vote for ADC candidates in all the elections.
Now, ADC will always be saying, oh, we want to send Asiwaju, President Tinubu, back to Lagos. Now, why is your campaign not issue-based? Just to send him back to Lagos, and you feel Nigerians will vote for you?
I think that is where some of us is different in it. We have to sell our manifestos to the public to be able, we must tell Nigerians that we are better than APC. And it's not by mouth, it's not by just that. We should be able to campaign, and not campaign to enlighten the electorate to know that if we are voted, we will be better than him. And we must have to work very hard, because to remove him from the seat when he was not when he had no governor on his side, that he has more supporters than before now. ADC, we know that we have a tax ahead of us, and we are working toward that tax.
And that is why I was talking about this structure thing. Tinubu has succeeded in grabbing virtually all the governors. He has virtually grabbed many of the lawmakers. And these people have followers in all the states, like UK, local government, wards and all that. And you keep saying all elections are local. The electorate is there. I mean, and by the time you go to the rural areas, what do you think you have? A senator is already controlling. A local government chairman is already controlling his own vicinity. Tell me the structure of ADC in this matter.
That is the impression of those of you who are in the city. The impression you get is that a governor, as a governor, he can, when he calls for vote, everybody will come and vote for the candidate he wants. That is not true, because everybody that time will be at his various polling units. And then the electorate will decide whom you can see from the election of the 2023 elections. You see what happened. Obi didn't go to anywhere. Didn't give money to anybody. But he won election in most of the places, especially in the South and Middle Belt. They gave him vote, enough of votes. So those people are still there that will vote for. It's not governor that votes. Governor is an individual. House of Assembly, House of Rep, they are all individual. They have one vote. And so I'm assuring you that we'll do our best.
So what are the most important things that if you flash before the Nigerian electorate? And that is it. Bam, the queue behind you.
I won't divulge all plans of my party here in the public, because I have to safeguard your
arsenal.
My arsenal, because I won't divulge everything here. I must hide some facts so that I can use it. If not, they will use it. They will go and use it against me. So I know all I'm assuring Nigerians is that we are looking for a change, and that change is now.
We are always hearing change, and some people said change the change and the changers. Now, those who change the change are on ground. You campaign on grounds that, look, those days PDP will say, the minister then will say, if within 6 months there's no electricity, then he could resign. It never be, and he was killed, murdered, assassinated, Bola Ige. President Tinubu also said, if within the shortest time of being in office, if elected, he does not change electricity situation or power situation in the country, next time don't vote for him. Suddenly, the president has disconnected the villa from the national grid. and is using solar. So what is he telling Nigerians? And we see that politicians, ADC, tell us what you do about electricity. Now you are here, you said you won't divulge the information.
Well, I thank you very much for this interview, as I said again. It's not everything that one should look at as a president of this country, as Honorable Elias Adikwu. A president cannot come and join me in a public transport to travel from here to Lagos. A president cannot come and join every other queue. A president must be treated as a president of this country. We are not seeing the president as a person. We are seeing the president as a man who is leading the whole country. And he must be accorded a respect. When there is NEPA and there is NEPA failure and they know they have failed, they know they have failed. They have failed Nigeria in the aspect also of electricity. It's unfortunate that they have failed. And the electorate are also seeing it to take their own decision as far as that concerned. But you check, it's one aspect of a whole lot that changes a system. So me, I'm watching and I have taken my decision on where to go. And my supporters are ready. All my supporters in Benue State, we are sure we are going to produce the ADC government in Benue State by the grace of God. And other countries, yeah.
So what's your blueprint? I mean, this is an opportunity where you say, okay, under Agric, this is what we intend to do. Yeah. And security, we cannot invest in insecure areas or not secured areas.
You know,
so what will be the agenda?
You know, you invited me just about 30 minutes ago. You didn't tell me what I was coming to meet.
Because I know your stuff.
Yes, if you would have told me or what I will come to say, I would have come with the blueprint of my party. And I have a national people who are before me. I'm a state chairman of the party. And so if I want to talk, and I'm going to talk on behalf of my party, legitimate by sponsoring, I will talk on behalf and I will talk with authority. And if I want to talk and to give you a blueprint, I must also be ready. I must be given a day ahead of time so that I get myself prepared to answer any question. But though I don't fear questions and I don't dodge questions, but I can parley. If you ask me and it is not needed, I will keep silence.
Okay, but this one should be needed. If you can't bring a blueprint or you don't have it here, why is it impossible when, we are not yet seeing some of these pamphlets?
In ADC pamphlets? Mm-hmm. You have never seen ADC pamphlet? ADC pamphlet is flying all over this country. All over this country. When next I'm coming here again, or I'll send you tomorrow, some pamphlets of ADC all over this country. ADC is like wildfire. It's like wildfire. Everybody is scared about ADC. They are just, anybody who said ADC is no party is pretending. ADC is a wildfire, and we are going to take over this government. You are going anything.
Why is it not a magnet that is bringing people? Wildfire that will burn us.
Yes, because anybody that is not try to block our way will set fire on him to at least to leave our way, because we don't want it. There is no roadblock. There can't be roadblock. We'll remove all the roadblocks on the road and we'll pass.
Now, when some people were protesting that the Electoral Act 2026, should again be changed. Just last week, some people protested. Do we actually mean well for this democracy?
You know, there is a saying in our dialects, a bad workman always blame the walking stick. You see, if you are not ready for election, you keep quiet, because this election act was not brought by INEC on one day. They took their time, drew the electoral law, passes all the checking points to reach where we are. It has to go through the National Assembly, joint National Assembly, before it was approved. and assent to, and it became a law. It is not between me and you, or the issue of between me and my wife that I will say in my house, I say, my wife, pack your road and go. It's not like that now. Electoral law is electoral law. When there is a need to change anything, it has to go the normal process. It's not just demonstrating on the street. Say, change the electoral law, change the electoral law, change the chairman of this, change the Mr. They will have said, they will say, change Mr. President. That is, it's not change. There is a rule guiding this game. And the people, the body that is in charge is the INEC, is the umpire of this thing. And they have come to say, and we all have got, we send representatives from all the nooks and corners of this country to the National Assembly, that anything they say there, it is us that have said. Those people who are complaining, are they not representing in the National Assembly? If they are talking, please call them and ask them, are they not represented? What did they say when the matter was brought before them? They approved it. And that shows that Nigeria has endorsed the 2023 electoral law, and that will come and pass by His grace.
Now, the issue of membership register, very key. Digital. You submit to INEC, while also holding to your copy. Should there be some issues?
What they are saying there, what INEC is saying there, as an individual, I need to just view my own points. Lend my voice on that issue. You see, like all elections are local. INEC I think they are trying to deprive some persons from being a member of a political party or so. Because when they say e-registration, it was everything. When they are talking about all these things, it gets me surprised, because everything is local. And registration of political party has to be done word by word to get in. And this e-registration, some 2/3 of the population of Nigeria are still illiterate that cannot operate phone. And this e-registration has kicked a lot of people who are interested in the political party to key in. And that one is not, I don't like it, and I don't support it. Because after the e-registration, there must be, manual registration is also allowed by law.
So now, during this election, let's say primaries, for example, the contest between aspirants. Now, at that point, the contest will either be by direct primaries or consensus. Now, the indirect is gone. Is it gone for good?
Well, anything electoral law says, since I was part of the decision that it is good, I agree that it is good. By consensus. We are going to do our own by consensus. Well, there won't be too much lingering in this matter.
But the provision in consensus is always saying, if you have 20 aspirants, now Mr. 15 is said to be the consensus candidate. It's expected that others, his rivals, will have to sign that, yes, they willed their wishes away, their hopes, without wrangle. Is it possible?
That is where the party supremacy comes to play. We have been attending national conventions. And in national conventions, when the first day, it will all be lobbying. Everybody, all the aspirants will be lobbying to be chosen as the candidate of the party. And in most cases, in all elections, Kano State has ever played a major role in our primaries, in our conventions, because they have more. Anywhere Kano, those days, that candidate wins the election. The moment they say this is what they want, and they queue, they are the first people that will file up, and every other state will start following. So I know concessions which we are talking about. If you are a candidate, if you are an aspirant, and your party say, leave this and go to this, you must listen to it. If not, because the decision of the party is supreme in AD primaries.
So, So if you now compare that with the direct, let everybody contest. So what's wrong with that?
It's not as easy as you are saying it. To say is direct. That is voting, the re-voting taking place in all the polling units of the federation.
I mean, when you're talking about, candidate, aren't people coming to vote?
No, when people are coming to vote, they are representatives, delegates.
Yes.
We are voted.
Yes.
We voted for delegates from all our centers.
And
they are
come
representing
again
us.
to vote.
And you know that that is what I'm telling you. Out of 2-point-something million or there about 2 million, 3 million people, you may see about 2,500 or 700 voters for the presidency and other position at the national, I mean the presidency. Because they cannot, everybody cannot be allowed to come here. Where will accommodate? There is no space that will accommodate Nigerians. If all of us has to troop from there and the logistics aspect of it, it will be too cumbersome.
Well, some people will say nothing is too much for democracy.
But that one is too much for democracy. And that's why we have to curtail excess spending, which money is not there.
Well, but the allocation is always there, humongous and giving in advance. Nobody cuts them.
Who give you allocation for party primaries? Who give you allocation?
I mean, when I say democracy generally, I'm talking of like INEC and all that stuff.
They don't give party any money any longer.
Yes, I'm aware of that, but I am also saying that, I mean, there are dues, there are all sorts of donations by members and all that stuff. And these are conditions. If you don't pay dues, you cease to be a member. You can't benefit.
Dues of 1,000 naira per member. What can that one do?
So how do you therefore fund your parties? How do you therefore fund your activities?
But you have said it. He said donation, through donations, through membership drives, and many others. So you have said it all. So why asking me that question again when you know the obvious?
Well, now, a last one. In all of this drama, I don't see the women around.
Well, you see, it's only Nigerian that I see women coming out to be given equality. They are talking in equality. In the developed countries, there is no equality. A woman who was the vice president did not say that they should give her some percentage before you go for election. The Nigerian government, the Nigerian people has done so much for women. They said, if you are contesting an election, your ticket is free. What did they want more than that? You have to sell yourself. And women are the voters are women are two-thirds. They will not vote for themselves. They will vote for men. And examples has also showed in other elections that other women representation in the various positions, it's just few who has also done better. And each time we have some problem with them because they are weaker sex. So women should be ready to, just like Natasha, who went to an election and went boldly and defeated men. That is democracy. But they said they should weaken the men for you before you come out for an election. That is not an election. Democracy is democracy. That is not practiced elsewhere.
And for the Nigerian youth, because in most cases, or let me not say in most cases, Nigeria is becoming a bit refined. The use of political talks, vanguard for this man, vanguard for that politician, in the end, they are abandoned. Either that the man has won, he abandons them. He has not won, he abandons them. How are you supposed to be taken care of? Or how do you do it in your party?
I feel in politics of Nigeria as a whole now, youth have not been left out. If you go to the local government, 779 local government in this country, all are manned by youths. The chairman, the councillors are all youths. If you come to the state level, almost all of them, House of Assembly, these are all youths. So the youth should be able to carry their destiny in their hands. The time to use you as a tool has gone. And they have been given opportunity, and their appetite, youth appetite is too large. That is another thing that is affecting. You know, when these elderly people were leading us, they said they shouldn't lead us again. And you must learn this thing. You have to go via apprentice. And so when the youth say you are given a chairman, some of them cannot. They cannot even look at, governors are chopping their money, chopping the local government allocation, which is meant. The idea that was brought by this the president was okay, giving local government autonomy to local government. To this country. And imagine, like my own place, allocation to my local government now is almost 1 billion naira. If it is allowed to land my local government, it will develop a lot of the local government, and the insecurity we are talking about would have been checkmate, would have been up or a taste of pass, because that money they will use that money to employ more vigilantes, more security in each village, and be paid, and that won't be done. But you see them, governor is there hijacking the money meant for the local government for what? Or what development are they doing with it? They are not being fair. They are not being fair to Nigerians. Because a man who said autonomy should go, and the Supreme Court get a ruling, not a lower court, get a ruling to that effect. But you see them chopping it, and nobody is talking to them. And even we, the electorate, are weak. If the local government chairman and the councillors wake up now to go and demand their money from their governor, they must give them, but they are scared. If you don't take time, I will drop you. After all, there was no election. But your name is there that you won an election with numbers. Why is getting scared? A governor will stand up and say, Honorable, this House of Assembly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, you're under suspension, you are not paid. Those things must stop. And it will be a team of pass. We are going into it, we are learning, and we are improving in it every day. And so I believe that the youth should take their destiny in their hands. They should not allow people to use them as tools any longer, since they have been given the opportunity of serving in all the segments of this government.
And that is a huge challenge. Also hoping that by the time you come in here, we'll see the blueprint that ADC has for the Nigerian youth.
I'll come with it.
And it is here that we have to end this program. Democracy in Action. Our guest has been Mr. Adikwu Abu Elias.
He's not Mr. Honorable.
Oh,
Adikwu
Honorable
Abu Elias.
Oh, or maybe we add the two. You know?
No, you can't add Mr. to Honorable. The chairman of a party in the state, you are calling him Mr. I'm not Mr. I'm Honorable.
But you can also call the President Tinubu Mr. Tinubu.
Yeah, you are talking. Don't you see? You say Mr. President, Mr. President. You give him accord him the respect. Okay. But Mr. Adikwu is not.
We'll give it to yes. Honorable Adikwu.
Not you giving it to me. Electorate has given it to me.
That's why we are the electorate.
Okay.
We voted you in.
Okay.
Well, let not some other people say, oh, so I'm a ADC member. I'm just a voter.
Yes.
Shukena.
Yes.
Okay. We want to thank you, Honorable Adikwu Abu Elias, Chairman ADC, Benue State. Thank you for coming to Third Eye Africa TV.
Thank you, and God bless you.
The program,
Best Nigeria.
Thank you very much. My name is Ben Adam Shema, and we say proudly Nigeria.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank
God
you
bless
for always
Nigeria.
honoring us.
I'm at your disposal at any day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bless you.